Nigeria Anti-Drugs Police, National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has arrested 3 persons who were declared wanted 2 months ago. NDLEA in a statement on Sunday said the Kingpins have been on wanted list for trafficking of illicit drugs across Nigeria, South Africa, Mozambique, America and European countries. NDLEA in a news release presented verbatim below narrated how they were arrested in Anambra and Lagos sets. 51.90 kilograms heroin. NDLEA nails 3 wanted kingpins. Intercepts Oman-bound drug consignment. Recovers 25,202 kilograms cannabis in Ondo, Bayelsa. 1,250,000 pills of opioids in Adamawa. Over 2 months after they were declared wanted, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested 3 members of an organized criminal organization which specializes in illicit drug trafficking across Nigeria, South Africa, Mozambique, Europe and America following the recent seizure of the single largest consignment of heroin at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, MMIA Ikeja, Lagos. A total of 51.90 kilograms of heroin had been recovered from members of the drug cartel in an operation that began the 10th of February 2024 at the SAHCO import shed of the airport's cargo terminal. The consignment was concealed in 15 cartons of 2,300-watt metal cutting machines, with no less than 45 blocks of the illicit substance weighing 49.70 kilograms recovered from the equipment, while additional 2.2 kilograms was seized at the syndicate's warehouse in Ayobo area of Lagos. While the agency has secured interim forfeiture court order on hotel, mansions, vehicles and funds traced to members of the syndicate after arresting 4 of them, a manhunt was also launched for others who went underground. The effort, however, paid off on Friday the 19th of April when 2 of the wanted kingpins, Onyinyechi Ayeni Igbokoputa and Franklin Uzochukwu, were arrested in Lagos and Awka, Anambra State respectively. Another wanted member of the syndicate, Osita Emmanuel Obina, was equally nabbed in Lagos. In the same vein, the attempt by a suspect, Ihekara Ifanichukwu Festus, to export a drug consignment through the Terminal 2 of the Lagos Airport to Muscat, Oman via Ethiopian airline flight on Thursday the 18th of April was thwarted by NDLEA officers. When his luggage was searched, 20 big parcels of cannabis weighing 9.80 kilograms were discovered concealed in his bag. In his statement, the suspect, who lives in Muscat, Oman and returned to Nigeria in the 1st of April, confessed he was hired to courier the drug with an agreement to get paid 1,200,000 naira upon successful delivery in Oman. In Adamawa State, NDLEA operatives on Saturday the 20th of April intercepted a Poncho car driven by Dahiru Mohammed Abgire on his way to Mubi with 1,250,000 pills of opioids weighing 450 kilograms. The operatives had earlier intercepted along Angarore Yola Road AJ5 bus marked AAA 790-15 loaded with motor spare parts from Onitsha, Anambra State, with consignments of codeine syrup and tramadol concealed in between the motor parts. A follow-up operation led to the arrest of the recipient, Jairus Nwancho, at Jambutu Motor Park. 3 suspects, Birakuma Vivian Chindu, 40, Opo Isaac, 68, and Daniel Onyichom, 42, were on Saturday the 20th of April arrested at Amarata, Yenagoa, Bayelsa State in connection with the seizure of 69 compressed blocks of cannabis weighing 36 kilograms and concealed in a false compartment of a Toyota picnic car marked MUS 711DH they were traveling in. This is even as NDLEA operatives in Imo State on Thursday the 18th of April arrested Kingsley Umeje, 41, at Amajeke, Owerri while he was taking delivery of 49 bottles of codeine syrup he ordered. In Ondo State, NDLEA operatives raided the Uloro camp, Obese, Akure North local government area where they arrested Linus Odogo, 50, and destroyed a total of 25,000. kilograms of cannabis on 10 hectares of farmland, while they recovered 89.5 kilograms of same substance. 3 other suspects: David Obonget Ekepenyong, 22, Oluwaseun Folorunso, 23, and Rabiu Musa, 32, were nabbed in other parts of the state in connection to different seizures totaling 77 kilograms. In the same vein, commands across the country intensified their war against drug abuse, WADA, advocacy lectures. These include WADA sensitization lecture to students and staff of St. Dominic High School, Makurdi, Benue State, students and staff of Federal Polytechnic, Kazaure, Jigawa State, traders at Timber Market, Umokpo, Oka, Anambra, and WADA advocacy visits to Methodist Church, Bishop Court, Abeokuta, Ogun State, among others. While commending the officers and men of the MMIA, Adamawa, Bayelsa, Ondo and Imo commands of the agency for their balanced efforts in the past week, Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Bubamawa, retired, equally applauded their counterparts across the country for intensifying their WADA advocacy lectures, thus creating parity between their drug supply reduction and drug demand reduction activities. Signed, Femi Babafemi, Director, Media and Advocacy, NDLEA Headquarters, Abuja, Sunday the 21st of April 2024. Choked by ingested drugs, India-bound passenger vomits, excretes 80 wraps of cocaine, charms fell 2 drug mules at Lagos Airport as NDLEA intercepts their consignment concealed in false bottoms of bags, arrests both, seizes 2,144 parcels of imported Colorado at Tinkan Port. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested a Delhi, India-bound passenger, Freeman Charles Omola, at the screening point of Terminal 2 of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, MMIA Ikeja, Lagos, for ingesting 80 wraps of cocaine. Omola was arrested on Sunday the 31st of March while attempting to board his flight to Delhi, India via Doha on Qatar Airways, with a Liberian international passport, bearing the name, Carl Bismarck. He was taken for body scan, which tested positive for ingestion of illicit drugs. Preliminary checks revealed his real identity as Freeman Charles Omola and was subsequently placed under observation in NDLEA custody, where he started to manifest signs of discomfort. Obviously choked by the volume of illicit drugs in his stomach and another substance taken to hold back excretion, the suspect soon began to rage before starting to vomit and excrete wraps of cocaine he ingested almost simultaneously. The suspect, who claimed he was recruited into drug trafficking by one of his relatives, eventually passed out a total of 80 wraps of cocaine weighing 889 grams through his mouth and anus over a period of 4 days. The great risk that almost took his life notwithstanding, Omola said he was given the drugs to swallow at a hotel in the Ipodo area of Ikeja with a promise to reward him with 300,000 nairas cash if he successfully delivers the consignment in India. In the same vein, NDLEA officers at the Lagos Airport on Wednesday the 3rd of April intercepted a drug mule, Imran Taufik Olalekan, at gate departure of Terminal 1 traveling to Oman with a check-in luggage and a backpack. When his check-in bag and backpack were subjected to thorough search, the operatives discovered a false bottom concealment of drugs in the check-in luggage and in the walls of the backpack. The NDLEA officers swiftly moved in on a man who accompanied the suspect to the airport. He was later identified as Ishola Isiaka Olalekan, who recruited the trafficker. Imran Taufik Olalekan said he returned from Dubai some years ago but still has a valid residence permit on his old passport. He claimed he was promised 1,500,000 nairas if he successfully delivers the consignment in Oman, while his recruiter, Ishola, was to be paid 200,000 nairas. Curiously, when the 2 bags were completely unpacked at the NDLEA office, A charm was found in one of the bags while another one was found on the drug mule who confessed that he traveled to Ibadan, Oyo State to meet with an alpha that prepared the charm for him to ensure he was not caught during the trip. Another charm was also found on the intermediary, Ishola Isiaka Olalekan, who accompanied Taufik to the departure area of the airport. Ishola claimed he procured the charms for the sum of 70,000 nairas. At the Tinkan seaport in Lagos, NDLEA operatives also on Wednesday the 3rd of April, intercepted 2,144 parcels of Colorado, a synthetic strain of cannabis weighing of 1,072 kilograms. The seizure was made during a joint examination with Customs Service and other stakeholders of a container marked GAOU 66999215 coming from Montreal, but originated from Toronto, Canada. The drugs packed in 46 jumbo bags were found concealed in used 2009 Lexus RX 350, 2011 Toyota Sienna, and 2009 Lexus ES 350, as well as used engines, automobile doors, tires, and used household goods, as well as big drums loaded into the container. In Kano, a 48-year-old suspect, Gidado Sani, who jumped the bail granted him by a federal high court in Kano on drug offense charges, was on Friday the 5th of April re-arrested in Sharada area of the state with 85 blocks of cannabis weighing 50.1 kilograms, while NDLEA operatives in Ogun State on Thursday the 4th of April arrested another suspect, Wasil Jimo, during a raid operation at Illicit-drugs with 84 parcels, 62 kilograms, of cannabis sativa. Operatives in Lagos on Wednesday the 3rd of April intercepted a suspect, Emeka Ume, with 506.2 kilograms cannabis at Igbede, Ojo area of the state, while another suspect, Victor Okeke, was nabbed on Friday the 5th of April at Igbo Elerin, Ojo, with 142 grams of cannabis sativa and 175 liters of scooches recovered from him. Attempt by 35-year-old Ifeanyi Udogwu to smuggle 1.5 kilograms cocaine concealed in music speakers from Lagos through Aba, Abia State to his uncle, Ifeanyi Udogwu, based in Cameroon, was thwarted on Wednesday the 3rd of April when NDLEA officers working in collaboration with transport company, Young Shall Grow Motors, arrested him. The commands across the country balanced their drug supply reduction operations with war against drug abuse, WADA, advocacy campaigns to schools, markets, motor parks, worship centers, and communities. Some of these include WADA sensitization lecture for commercial drivers at the Osun State Transport Management System Complex, Osogbo, Youth of Assembly of God Church, Ibireko, Badagry, Lagos, and drivers at Sony Motor Park, Aroma, Oka, Anambra State, among others. While commending the efforts of the MMIA, Tinkan, Ogun, Kano and Lagos commands of the agency for jobs well done in the past week, Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Bubamawa, retired, urged them and their compatriots across the country to remain vigilant and intensify their offensive action against drug cartels and their WADA advocacy campaign in every community nationwide. Signed, Femi Babafemi, Director, Media and Advocacy, NDLEA Headquarters, Abuja. Sunday the 7th of April 2024.
Bring the news in a more digital way.